Story time. How this client beat the fuck out the staff. This client was a male client. The staff member was a female staff. I wasn't there, but I seen it. Let me explain. This is back when I'm working at the shelter downtown. If you ever worked at that job, you can do anything in life, and don't think you can't if you worked at that job, because you can. You can. So one day, you guys, I am coming on shift, and one thing I like to do when I get to my job is to go over the log that the staff left of how that shift went. Anything I should look out for, anything I should know, that type of thing. So I like to read the little staff report log, and I hopped on the computer and I read the note from my department, but I also like going into the shelter department's notes and reading their notes as well, because hey, we work in the same damn building, whether they're my clients or your clients, they're still all around all of us, so let me read their shit too. There was this report that got all the staff talking. The report was about how a male client attacked a female staff member. Working at this job, they do a training to defend yourself if you are being attacked by a client, which is always good, but my thing is, the people who are coming up with these different things you can do to defend yourself are also the same people. I feel they never dealt with the shelter directly and working with a client directly, even though the training was good and the techniques they taught us was good. Thing is, the clients, or anyone for that matter, doesn't have a structured way they're going to hit. No client is going to continue to always hit you and attack you like this. They're going to come at you in different ways, shapes, and or form. They're going to do a windmill. They're going to come directly at you. They're going to hit you however they want to fucking hit you. And so some of those techniques did not work. But the biggest problem I had with that job was if a staff got attacked by a client, did what any normal person would normally do if they're getting attacked by somebody, and that is defend themselves and fight back. You're going to defend yourself. It's just a natural, normal instinct within us. If a staff defended themselves from a client attacking them, the staff 9 out of 10 times always got fired, because we're not supposed to put our hands on the clients, which is totally understandable, but there should be certain situations where you are allowed to defend yourself and not have to worry about losing your job. That was not the thing with this particular place of employment that I worked. So that was always a problem with me. One day I went into work, you guys. I'm reading a little log report in the shelters and for our department. I see this one log, and it is long, y'all. Staff members in the shelter reporting how while they were in the building next to ours, which is the property of the same company I work for, the same organization, where the fuck you want to call it, that I work for. Then when the female staff member was getting off of work around whatever fucking time and was leaving, our male client came up behind her and grabbed her by her hair and threw her down, literally began hitting relentlessly in her face. I'm reading it at this point. I haven't seen shit yet, but I'm reading it. What pissed me off about that report was these male staff members, because it was 2 of the male staff members that wrote this report, said that while the client was attacking this female staff member and beating her relentlessly, they used their voice to tell the client to stop and to get off of her, but did not touch the client. So basically, you're telling me you're standing there watching this female staff member get beat by this client, and you're just, get off, stop, don't do that, stop, get off her now. We're gonna call the client, who I don't know, and he was never a client of mine, but we're gonna call him Kevin. Stop that, Kevin. Kevin, no. Kevin, stop. Kevin, don't hit her like that. I was disgusted when I read that shit. I was like, who are these staff members that wrote this shit? Because y'all ain't shit. Y'all some bitches. Y'all some bitches. They're some bitches. Like, y'all some bitches. You're this little crap ass job we have that's not paying us nowhere near close to enough to deal with a quarter of the shit that we deal with. It's more important to you than helping this female being attacked by this male client that's taller than her. She's like 5 foot nothing. He's taller than her. He's looking down on the bitch. Well, right now he's beating her down, but if he was standing next to her, he's looking down on her. And y'all, Kevin, stop that. I was disgusted. I was appalled. I can't even spell the word appalled, but that's how a bitch was feeling. The client only stopped while we sat there like bitches and watched. Employee from the HR department came up, physically grabbed the client and restrained them until the police came and took the client away. I was like, y'all ain't shit. Y'all are not men. Y'all are some bitches. Y'all invented the word bitches. We have cameras everywhere. We have it in the back alley. We have it in the front office. We have it in the shelter. We have security cameras everywhere. And I had the date this whole incident took place. I wanted to see, I wanted to see was it really as bad as the report is making it sound, because the report made it sound like it was bad. I spent the next 8 hours doing my job, which was damn near just sitting in the office on the computer because all the clients are asleep sometimes, depending on the day of the month it is. They're either asleep or out looking for whatever. I spend all 8 hours looking through all the security footage because we have access to that to find this particular incident. I wanted to see the footage. I wanted to see the footage because one, I'm staff, and two, I wanted to see if it was really as bad as you guys are making it sound like, and you guys are really much as bitches as you're making it seem like. I found that bitch. And I said my coworker's name, let's say my coworker's name's Ashley. Fuck it, Ashley. I was like, Ashley, I found it. So me and Ashley, by this time, my supervisor, who was a bitch ass motherfucker, he should never work there. He was just one of those people that acted like he was better than the clients. Like, bitch, no, you're not. You're human just like they are. Treat them like such. But he was there too. So when I announced to Ashley that I found this footage, they're both at my side. Now we're about to watch this shit go down, down, down like the economy. So I've rewinded right before it starts, right? You guys, this female staff member was walking out the building, going about her day, didn't have no type of, well, from what I seen on the camera, didn't have no type of interaction with this client, didn't even look like they exchanged words or even looked at each other. This client was actually sitting down at first. So when she walked past him, he got up. He's up there. She's down here. He's taller than her. He got up, grabbed this girl by the back of her hair. He had a hold of her hair. I think it was in a ponytail. I don't remember. But he grabbed her by the back of her head, swung her ass on the fucking ground like she was a rag doll. I was like, oh God. Threw her back on the ground and proceeded to in the face, in the face, in the face. He was not holding back a little bit. The staff member, she wasn't even hitting back. She was just trying to protect herself. He was beating it was really that bad as the report described it to be. And by the time it was all over, the only way that staff member left that building was by paramedic. She was a white woman, but when she left that building, she was black and blue. And I ain't talking about the Backstreet Boys CD either. She was black and blue. Oh my God. That day, you guys, I'm not gonna lie. Little side note. After I seen that footage, I hopped on Amazon. I got me some things to protect myself while coming to work, while at work, and while leaving work. I sure the fuck did. And don't jump around me because I would shoot first and ask questions. Never. You don't have to worry about firing me. I'm gonna defend myself and quit. When we watched the video, I noticed something. You remember those two bitch ass that just sat there and was like, Kevin, stop. Kevin, don't hit her.
I'm going to jail.
I have to find out they falsified documentation. They falsified that documentation, which kind of makes me happy. But at the same time, you see how really crooked the fucking world is. One falsified documentation can fuck someone over. They falsified that documentation, and I said I was kind of happy about that because these two staff members that I thought were some bitches were not bitches at all. Because they didn't stand around like no bitches. I'm sorry, y'all. If y'all ever see this and you were that staff member there, I'm sorry. Y'all weren't no bitches, y'all. Those two, along with the HR staff member, because it took 3 staff members. First, it was the 2 men. They jumped in first. They're trying to get him off. He ain't going nowhere. He's going to keep whooping her ass. I started trying to get him off, and they're actively trying, too. It doesn't look like, what do we name the client? Kevin? We named the client Kevin? It looked like Kevin was like he didn't feel them trying to stop him. It was only when the HR employee from the HR department also jumped on Kevin's big ass, able to get this client off of this staff member. Then I heard from another staff member that after the incident happened, they went up to their supervisor, whoever the fuck that was. I don't know the word for word what was said, but basically they were like, we didn't want to lose our job, but we were not going to stand around and let this client beat the fuck out of this female staff member who he was beating relentlessly. It was a relentless beating. I felt that beating. We lied in our report because we feared of losing our job. As far as I know it, they didn't get fired. They didn't get fired at all, which I'm very happy about because I'm guessing once the people who are in charge of being, oh no, he broke policy, fire his ass, which I'm assuming is HR. Seeing the video footage, because there was video footage, because I found it, they were like, yeah, no, we can't fire these guys because she definitely needed the help, and she needed the help times 3. Fast forward, the case manager for that client went up to the jail to go see him because his ass is in King County now. He's in King County now. They kicked him out the program and everything. He went up to the jail to go see the client and then basically asked him, hey, why did you do that? Did she say something to you? Did you guys have an interaction sometime that day that she didn't like? What made you do that? And Kevin was like, she didn't do nothing to me and I don't know why I did. I just did it. Kevin! And Kevin, can we have a talk, Kevin? you can't just be beating females in general just because you want to. No, Kevin. I think the judge released him like at his next court hearing, which was like his initial hearing right after getting arrested. That's how a client beat the fuck out of a staff member. But he's no longer there, thank God. Well, I don't know now because I don't work at that bitch no more. Shit ain't my problem, and I don't go downtown Seattle anyway, so I would never run into Kevin. And I heard that they closed my old job once COVID hit. It put them out of business, but honestly, they should have been put out of business a long time ago. I got stories to tell y'all. And so yeah, that is all for the story time about how a client beat the fuck out of a staff member. If you guys, I don't want to say the word enjoy watching this video, listening to this video, give me a like, just hit the like button. Because this is not something to enjoy listening to. It was very tragic. But hit the like button in support of me. There you go. Hit the like button in support of me. If you're not following me or subscribed to my platform, make sure you hit that follow or subscribe button along with that like button. And let's not forget, sharing is caring. So feel free to share any of my content that you would like. On that note, 1, stay safe. 2, stay healthy. And 3, the most important one of them all, if you run into Kevin, run and stay you. Every time I went to work, you guys, well, I learned this way before this incident happened, but every time I went into work, I have to walk through all like the clients to get to my department and walk through my clients to get to my office. If I have to stop for any reason to let somebody by or whatever the case may be, I find me a wall's your friend. And then once I have to stop, I take my back and my back is against the wall. To worry about nobody attacking me from behind. I just have to worry about everyone I can see in front of me, which is a whole lot of motherfucking clients. Clients outnumbered the staff by a whole hell of a lot. But at least I did not have to worry about who was behind me because a wall's behind me and that wall has my back. Not today, guys, because I already did like 3 story times I have to edit. If you guys want another story where I found the footage again, another incident between staff and client, let me know. Comment down below, let me know, and I tell you what I seen in that footage too. Comment down below, let me know if you want to hear that story too. That is all. If you hit the like button to show support. Bye.